In today's video, join us as we stay in a tiny home Airbnb located at Fort Walton Beach. Hello. In this video, we show you the full tour of this tiny home. It's time for me to try bed test. And this is a large bed here. And also the rest of this luxury waterfront RV park. We are right next to the water here, but this is a fun one. We're staying in this little tiny home Airbnb behind us and wanted to show you exactly what it's like, do a tour of it. Also, this is not paid or sponsored or anything like that. We just simply wanted to show you it in case you're looking for a place to stay here in Fort Walton. And with Airbnbs, you know, they don't really share the address with you until you are checking in. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put the link to the description and to the booking down below. So if you are interested, you can click on that. But we wanna show you this little campground here that looks like it's been newly developed. Super excited for. Let's go check it out. So here is the area. My thought is it's pretty newly developed. And we tried to get this little A-frame one, but it was already booked. So we are in this end unit here, 7 right here. Look at this, you can get front row parking basically. The turn to get in is pretty quick when you're on the main road, so just know that. And then you've got some outdoor grills, picnic tables. Here's the unit. So they put 7 of these here, as mentioned a little earlier. We were hoping for the A-frame one, but it was already booked, which is fine. You've got a spot for pets, and then parking's just right out in front. And it is super windy, hopefully you can hear me. And they made a little beach right here on the bay side. Not that I don't think you're really supposed to go in that water, but you can at least sit out here next to the water. Here you go though. There are 7 of these, and I'm just gonna walk down here in the sand. Oh, and the sand's pretty hard, that's good. It's not like you're sinking into the sand. Look how cute this little A-frame is. It's got the big window right here. We'll have to try to stay there sometime. But like I said, 7 of them. And all these are pretty much the same. Either way, you got a good view. Also, all of this furniture is really nice. And if you bring your own food and want to have a little picnic on the beach, you can definitely do that as well. Here we go. Here it is. Can't wait to see the inside. It's a little tiny home. You got 2 beds here. That's awesome. And you do have a little kitchen area. I'll zoom out here in just a second. The microwave, fridge, and then through here, again, I'll zoom out here in just a second, but here's the sink, toilet. It's actually pretty roomy. And then over behind the door, we have the shower. And guess what? Look behind this. There's an actual washer and dryer in the unit. I had no idea. I thought there was like a common area. And there might be. There probably is a common area, washer and dryer, just because for those staying in an RV. But, oh, and there's the water heater. This is awesome. They've done a great job with the space they have. As mentioned, I don't think these are that old. I think they're pretty new. It smells new in here. This is zoomed out, so the front door's on the left. You walk over here, a nice little sitting table. We'll have to do a bed test. You've got views of the water. If we turn this way, TV, lights above the bed, and then I'm guessing right here, closet, little.
This way.
Oh.
It's like a pantry closet.
Oh yeah.
I guess closet, yeah.
So honestly, I mean, we're only staying here one night, but it's really set up to stay. If you want to stay here and camp, I mean, I consider this my type of camping, if you will. But if you wanted to stay, yeah, there's a first aid kit under there. You could easily stay 2 or 3 nights. It's got everything you'd ever want. It's nice. It's got the freezer and also the fridge. Now, I believe, I mean, it's kind of common sense, but maximum occupancy, I believe, is obviously 4. I'd like to compare it to the A-frame. Again, if you follow that link that, oh, here you go, look. If you follow that link to the page, you can see what all of the rooms look like. It looks like they've got some other ones. Well, I guess Timber's going to go up there first.
It's nice up here. I mean, I have enough clearance. I don't know that you'd be able to sit up straight fully, but it's enough space. It's a good view. I like it. Comfy.
Now, it's time for me to try bed test. And this is a large bed here. Oh, it almost feels...
Memory?
Yeah, like memory foam. This is nice.
Hey, there are 2 outlets up here.
There's 2 outlets up there, she just said. Oh, this is nice. I could easily stay a week here. No joke. Even if you're claustrophobic, like Timber usually doesn't like smaller spaces, not bad at all. Like you can't even, it doesn't even feel...
Just feels cozy.
Feels cozy. That's it. So, yeah. Sounds like I'm probably going to go to bed now. Just kidding. Got really good views. I love it. This is fantastic. They did a great job. It's nice and clean. So far, without sleeping here officially, I give it 5 out of 5. Bed test is, I would say, compared to all the hotels and stuff we've stayed in, this is a top bed so far without actually sleeping on it. It feels very, very nice. Cool. I loved the bed. Got like a little peg board here. And then there are multiple switches. Here's your air. And there is a fire extinguisher. Let's see what these do. Now, one of those switches actually turns on this light at the ceiling, which is an excellent touch. And I think the other one might be an exterior light. I didn't see that it did anything, but we'll keep an eye out to see what it does. We also just discovered there's lights up here that turn on that help light up the shower. So you can definitely see better in here. And in case you're wondering what the view is like, this is through the blinds. Of course, you can raise those, you can shut them. Obviously at nighttime, do what you want. This is a public area for the people staying here, so if you want to shut them, you can shut them. But nice views. I like being at this inn unit. We'll let you know how quiet it is. We will obviously show you around at nighttime, and then we also have to show you the common area. We'll try out the shower. We don't really have food to cook because I didn't know what to expect, but I can tell you I'm looking at maybe future vacations, spending a good 2, 3, 4 days here. It's nice they've got the TV. They also have Wi-Fi, and you can see the outlet, the light on right here. Let's climb up here. Hello. Yeah, this is cool. Here is a view from the top. And a bed test. Yep. I will say they could be the same mattress, but I think the one down below is slightly more like memory foam-ish. But nonetheless, still comfortable. Let's see if I set up. Oh, I've got enough room. If I set up, I've got enough room. It is close, though. That's for sure. And the view, I'm going to just say from the second floor. View from the second floor, or the loft, you could say. And for those that like watching TV, you can still see the TV from up here. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Very efficient. Good use of space. I like that.
Yeah. Clean. Smells good. Nice. I love it. As a side note, they do have 4 stools under here and plenty of outlets. We will show you at nighttime, but the other switch controls these lights out by the front door. Also started raining a little bit, so we're going to hang out inside before we go walk around the property. I looked up how much it cost us to stay here for the night. $367. That is closer to the end of July. So obviously with any sort of hotel, Airbnb, prices change based on time of year. I'm sure summer here is obviously more than fall, but it was $360-ish for one night. They are super nice, and you are on water. Now it's not like technically the beach, but just know that it can get a little pricey. Now if you're splitting it between 4 people, may not be too bad, less than $100 a person, but again, you are staying somewhere nice. It's a nice campground on your own. You can actually like cook and make stuff. So there are definitely a lot of pros to this location. Let's do a quick jaunt down here to this little common area. Obviously dog friendly, so just clean up after your dog. Looks like there's 16 slots. Does that seem correct? Hence the number there.
Unless it goes down to 20. I don't know.
True. But here's what it looks like.
Nope, 16.
Actually goes to 27. Now, something I didn't realize, there's 3 more of these down here, so there's a total of 10. These are not on the waterfront, but it looks like they've got a nice privacy fenced in area. So there's that. Pretty much the same exact thing, just not on the water. In this building down here, we just have men and women restrooms. There are washer and dryer back there as well as restrooms. And we actually just talked to a worker, and she said this is a very new spot, like a couple of months old. So that's why everything is so new and seems and smells new. But if you are staying here with a camper or whatever, and not in one of these smaller spots that have washer and dryer, just know that on site they do have washer and dryer and restrooms over there. I'm guessing, I could be wrong, I didn't go in the restroom, but I would think maybe there's showers in there.
Yeah,
Since this is a campsite, don't quote us on that, but my guess would be there would be. I just looked online at the other rooms. What was it, 8, 9, and 10? And they have a private, I think each of them have a private hot tub. So you can get one that's got the views of the water on the beach and the other one that has a hot tub. Again, the links are in the description, so you can click and look at the properties and see which one you want. Now, I will say there's no ADA access to these, so know that going into it. There's the information's all on the listing, but there's a pet deposit fee and some other things. I also can confirm that those restrooms over there do have showers, and the host, how you can message back and forth on Airbnb, very nice and quick to respond. So I think we're going to hang out here. We've got some laundry going, probably go eat somewhere, and then we can show you kind of what it looks like at nighttime. All right, we made it back. And it is dark out now. I love their little numbers that are lit on the outside. And then you can see what the light looks like, the porch light, when you turn it on. And then the ocean's gonna be pitch black, but let's just take a look. It's nice out here though. I love sitting by the water. It is very cozy in here at nighttime. Now, before we go to bed for the night and pick up in the morning, I did want to mention a couple cons that we came across. One is, I think they should have the parking spaces out in front of each unit labeled specifically for that unit. So for instance, with us being at the end, there is a handicap spot at the very end, but I feel like the next one should be 7, and that's where we parked earlier. But by the time we got back, everybody was already parked up and we had to park down a little ways. So it would be nice to have like a designated spot by your unit. Also, when I took a shower earlier, the shower gel was out, which, I mean, that's simple. That's an easy fix. And also behind us, this little stick that controls opening or closing the blinds, it's missing. So it's not there either. I did want to add something else. So online, it does say they will be adding a pool to this area very, very soon. Other than that, the people who are managing it are great. They reach out to you all the time. They say they're available 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. So I think we're going to call it tonight, see how the bed and see how quiet it is, and pick up in the morning. Stay tuned. So it is the next morning. It's not nearly as windy as it was yesterday, but now you can get a view of the beach. Very peaceful. Timber actually got up and ran around the property some and enjoyed sitting by the water when she was all done. And you can see there are a lot more RVs in today, that's for sure. Some big ones, some small ones, all of the above. That was our trip out to Fort Walton to stay in this wonderful tiny home Airbnb. Honestly, a ton of pros, a few cons, smaller cons. I will say I could not get the internet to connect last night. The Wi-Fi, it was very low signal, so not sure what was going on with that. You really don't need it, but obviously doing these videos need some sort of internet, but we got it all worked out. I mean, sleep was good. The bed just
it
felt
was
huge.
comfortable. Yeah, the bed was comfortable itself.
Quiet.
It was quiet.
Yep. And you woke up and got to look outside at the water right there.
Yep.
And
Kind of felt like a cruise ship, you know, if you stay and you see the water right outside.
yep.
That's kind of what it felt like.
And the morning was good when you were out here.
Yeah, it was quiet. Nobody else was out. But yeah.
It was
Good
nice
stay.
to have a washer and dryer in there. That's a big perk. And honestly, maybe sometime we can come back and stay in the A-frame one or one with the hot tub when they get the pool done.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun to see. But again, we'll link everything down below. I will say the hosts are amazing. Like, I missed it, but they were even calling to make sure everything was okay. Like, they wanted to make sure check-in was good. They message you right back, they text you, so no issues there. We mentioned kind of the few cons, not really that big of a deal, but a few things that we thought that would add to the experience. And other than that, it was awesome. You're right
Yeah.
here on the water.
I would
So,
stay here again.
100%. And honestly, if you want to get to the actual beach and not just like the bay, you're not far from it at all. You're close to a Target, you're close to
There's
food.
gas station right across the street, which is nice in case you needed anything.
Yeah, so great location. I think we're gonna call it though. So with that being said, that does it for this stay. Thanks for watching.